let's get to your questions. We've got a call-in question from Charles here. Charles, what's your question?
Hey, Charles.
Yes, I was wondering, I was in an automobile accident on June the 3rd. I was stopped behind a minivan and a truck hit me at 45 miles an hour.
Good
Got
Lord.
back injuries and neck injuries. Wanted to know if I settle with the insurance, will I be able to leave my medical part open to where if I have to have back surgery or whatever later on down the road, the insurance can actually pay for that, or how does that work?
Charles.
I was going to say, it sounds like you took out a workers' comp claim also, right?
Well, yes, he's going to be fine with workers' comp. But as far as when these adjusters start telling you anything, talk to a lawyer first. But the main question there, workers' comp covers your medicals for the rest of your life. A liability claim like this, once they write a check, you're over and done with. So the short answer to your question is no, they will not keep it open. You can't, 10 years from now say, hey, I've got a bad back, I need surgery. That's not going to work. That's why it's so important not to get in a hurry, because you may not know right now what exactly is wrong with you. So you need to go get a lawyer, let them tell you what your options are. But this is a prime example of do not settle a case without talking to a lawyer first, because if you settled your case thinking you're going to get medicals for the rest of your life, like a workman's comp case, then no, you're not.
Yeah, and I guess you can also, I say that because that's typically when people say when they have a workers' comp case is leaving their medicals open. That's a phrase you hear in workers' comp.
No, it is.
But you can have both. You can have a personal injury
Sure.
case and a workers' comp case. Can you explain?
Yeah, let's say he was working at the time. He's got a workers' comp claim, but it doesn't pay you for pain and suffering, mental anguish, any of that. While you're out of work, they pay you 66 2/3% of your average weekly wage, just to pay the bills and things like that. So essentially you're getting paid without the tax consequences from your employer. So 66 2/3% that you're going to get until you're ready to go back to work. And then as far as like what kind of settlement, workers' comp settlement, again, no pain and suffering, no mental anguish, no scarring, no nothing. It's just how much are you impaired? What's your impairment rating? Can you, are you 100% back to normal, or is your, did you lose a leg? Things of that nature make that, make the case like that go up. But on the liability part, you can go after anything. And so that's, in this case, you have if you were working, you had the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and so the workers' comp can last years and years and years,
Right.
whereas a personal injury case typically settles first, right? Or could.
Well, it could, but always keep in mind with workers' comp, on a regular car wreck, let's say you just, went on, Airport Boulevard and somebody hit you. Well, you've got 2 years from the date of that accident, no questions asked. And workers' comp, the statute of limitations is also 2 years, but it's either 2 years, there's an option here, 2 years from the date of the accident, or 2 years from your last check when you were out of work. So if you were out of work for 2 years, your statute of limitations does not start clocking until you've received your last check.
All right.